Hey, this is Chris from On Purpose on Purpose. Good morning, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. I gotta do something with my hair, man. Either brush it or cut it. No, I'm just joking. I don't really care what it does. Um, I've been dropping some stories that have been kind of funny but informative, and hopefully someone gets something out of it. But this is a little bit more serious. So if you are under 18, then slide up out of here. And there's probably some trigger warnings. So there'll be some cursing and some kind of alluding to violent situations. This is my testimony as far as when I realized that the prayers of my grandmother were on me. That I realized that all my friends who loved me and prayed for me, it was real. This is when I realized that my ancestors were here for me and that God, the universe, whatever you choose to prescribe to, you put that word in there, had his or her hand on me. So it is 2003, and I'm coming off a run where I was, really doing my thing for a hot second. And I don't glorify that because all I did was just build a tower to Babel, basically. So I'm dead addicted to drugs, shooting drugs, smoking drugs, taking drugs. When I say taking, not taking like taking, I'm taking like taking drugs. And just that's the kind of person I was. I can't say that's the person I was. I could say that that's what that chemical did to me. It made me extra aggressive. It made me want to go get it. So it's been a lot of little, trying to think how to say this. I have been on a string of situations, if you will, where I was taking money. And I said, you know what? I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it. I'm about to do it. I'm about to go ahead and just rob this check cashing. So the night before, I'm dumb sick from drugs. Dumb sick, throwing up, can't hold, my stomach ain't right, tears, eyeballs running, back hurt. But I'm like, yo, I ain't got no bread. I'm finna get this. So I steal a bike, right? I steal a bike. I park the bike at the house, back of the house. I walk around, go far from where I was at, and I steal a car. Now, I never knew how to steal a car. I watched a movie and I was like, yeah, that's it. I know how to do that. Boom. Because if I see something, I can do it if it's in my physical capabilities. So I steal a car. And now, and this is not self-snitching because I did time for this and it's done. And no one else did time on this with me. I did this. I ate this and did it on my own. So I steal the car. I parked the car across the street from the check cash, in which anybody from Cleveland knows that it was on 73rd and Detroit, right there. I mean, 73rd was and Denison, where Denison turned to Detroit. Let me think if I got it right. Yeah, Denison. Yeah, it was the Ace check cash right across from Dave's big supermarket. So I parked the car in Dave's big supermarket, and I waited, and I walked back to the house because I was living like 2-3 blocks away. How smart is that? I was huge. There's nobody else fat as hell like that in the hood. Tall as hell, fat as hell, black as hell. And I'm going to do it like 3 blocks away from my spot. So I'll tell you, drugs. Duh. So boom. The next morning, I've been watching them. I've been plotting it out for a while. I have watched them. And I knew that the manager came in at a certain time, did this and that and this and that. Or even, yeah, it's a manager because she open. So I went around back because the plaza, the back of the plaza, it was always like somebody, like a bum. I hate to call them bums, but a homeless person sleeping or whatever. Now, the way it is there's a mini bridge on Denison where it meets. I don't know what street that is, but it's the cross street going left, and you go over this little bridge, and it's train tracks under this bridge, and it's a fence, and it's a big ass hill. So you would hear anyone coming over that. So I'm behind the plaza, and I got the pistol on me. I got a vest zipped up so where it's like this, and then I got a Kango hat down low. And my cool ass, I was like, okay, this is how I'm gonna do it. 444, I just saw. This is how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put the pistol in the paper because it's right on a main street, and it's broad day. It's real brazen. But I'm thinking risk over reward. I'm thinking reward over risk. That's what I'm thinking. In my goofy mind, I'm thinking I'm gonna get rich. Well, at least rich for a day or so. Um, so as I'm laying in wait, this is no lie. I'm in my thoughts. I'm thinking how it's gonna go down, how it's gonna go down. I hear, "How are you doing? You okay?" This is no lie. This is real shit. I look over, it's a white dude, and he's scraggly, and he's got 3 beers, and he says, "You all right?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm cool." I'm like, "Go on about your business, dude." He sits down. He's not listening. He don't see the pistol. He sits down because I need him to leave because I'm about to shoot my move. And I'm thinking, am I going to have to shoot this dude in the head? Because I got to shoot him in the head. It's going to make a bunch of noise. And I'll tell you that, don't judge me by my thoughts, man. But because at that time, my thoughts weren't my thoughts. My thoughts were the drugs. So I mess around, dude, you all right? Man, go on, man, go on, man. I'm aggravated. I'm sick. I'm trying not to shit on myself. Seriously, literally, like I'm butthole like that, like trying not to poopy on me. So he sits down. He cracks a beer. He said, "You want a beer?" So then my mind's like, okay, well, yeah, that will play into it. If the lady smells beer on me, she might think I'm a drunk, like a bum. So I'm like, yeah, I'll take one. Plus, I thought steady my stomach, to steady my stomach, steady my nerves. So as I'm drinking the beer. Dude's like, how are you doing, man? Just make a small talk, and I'm not saying nothing. I'm trying to finish the beer so I can send him off because I'm figuring that's what he wants. Just for me to drink the beer with him so I can send his ass off. I don't want to kill this man. So, what this man said to me? This man said, "God is so good." And I just looked at him. I'm like, I ain't say nothing. I just shook my head and looked down like, that's a dumbass dude, man. So he's like, me and my wife and my 3 kids live in a tent down there, and God gives us everything we need. He said, if you got a problem, you can go to God. You know what I did in my ignorance? I took that pistol out and I pointed it right in the middle of that man's forehead, and I said, "Nigga, if you don't get the fuck out my way, this is my God." And you know what he did? He said, "Go to God, bro. Go to God." And I'm not lying, right? So I get frustrated. I get up. I turn around because I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna shoot him. I'm gonna punch this man down. I'm gonna scratch him down. I'm gonna punch him down. He gonna get it out here. I turn around. He's not there. Yeah, I turned around. He wasn't there. You know what my slow ass did? Went ahead and did it. And I'm gonna say this because I'm not even gonna tell you how much I got from the robbery. But I'm going to tell you, with the 6 years that I did, if I would have worked at McDonald's, I would have fucking made more. You hear me? I did the math. What's that? Minimum wage at that time? I would have made more. I lost so much, but I gained so much that day because I gained the fact that I knew after thinking about it over those 6 years in prison, how my higher self, God, my ancestors, my granny, tried to talk to me, tried to tell me, slow down, man, slow down. Because within that week leading up to that robbery, I had been hit by a car. Somebody hit me with a car, clipped me, messed my leg up. I had been shot at 6 times, and I had been in 3 fights. So it was escalating, and people was looking for me. So it was escalating, but I didn't see it. All I was like that drug. I could care less who judges me about the things that I've been through. I believe that being totally transparent is the only way that we can help people. Help people. Let them see where you fell and you stumbled at. Let them see how sick your mind was at that time, because you're only sick as your secrets. So this is part 1. I'm going to tell you part 2 about when I was in the county jail. And again, I was spoken to. This is Chris for On Purpose, On Purpose. Oh, and this sweater, this is my Uncle Vernal sweater, man. I love you, man. I love you, man. Rest easy, man. I'll never forget you, man. You are a class act, baby. All right, I love y'all, man. It's Chris, On Purpose, On Purpose. Y'all have a blessed one.